Welcome back, everybody. We're doing another super fun episode of Indie Reads Aloud, and I am preemptively expecting this is going to be super fun because we have a book about a duck. And you know me, guys, I'm all about the ducks. So today, Holly DiBella-McCarthy is going to share with us her story about a duck. And I'm so excited to meet you. This is the first time I get to see you, and I'm so excited to meet you. Thank you so much for doing the program.
Thank you for having me. This
I
would be fun.
all of the people who follow the program and follow my career know that Drake is a very important little duck to me. And so whenever I discover somebody's writing a book about a duck, I'm very enthusiastic. So tell me, what made you decide you wanted to write a story about a duck? Why not a llama or a Shiba Inu? Why a duck?
Well, I've been writing stories in my head forever. And once I left the field of education and put pen to paper, so to speak, I had lots of ideas, but I kept going back to a memory from my childhood when I was just about 4 years old. And one Easter, my father, who was a police officer, um, came home with two little ducklings that he had rescued while on the job. And I still remember sitting outside and him handing me this tiny
Oh my
little
gosh.
duckling, and he
That's
handed my
like
sister the other. Yeah,
that's a thrill of a lifetime right there.
it was thrilling. It was so exciting. And right away, we decided to name the ducks Dilly and Dally, and my duck was Dilly.
Very
And
cute.
I had some very happy memories with Dilly. She was with us for a season before we um, introduced her back into the wild with her brother, Dally. And she really taught me a lot. At the time, I couldn't speak very well. I had a speech delay, and the only person that could understand me was my sister, because I spoke using only vowels, like I,
Ooh.
or, instead of I want to go to the
Oh.
store. So with
Okay.
Dilly, my father made a little leash harness, and I would walk with Dilly around the neighborhood. And
Oh my
of
gosh.
course, it was a hit of the neighborhood, and everyone wanted to talk to me. And I was forced to talk, and I was forced to practice my sounds, and I was forced um, to have people understand what I was saying. And it really did help a lot, so that by the
I
time I
love
got to
this idea.
kindergarten, yeah.
I love this idea of duck speech therapy. This is fantastic.
So I'm now writing a series, Dilly Duck and Friends series. And the first one is Dilly Duck Plays All Day.
And that's the
It
one you're going to read for us today.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this. So you come from an educational background. You've taught for years. You teach teachers how to teach. Um, what what made you decide to choose a little person book rather than a middle grade or a young adult book?
My training is in special education, so I taught kids from preschool through college age. And my favorite grades to teach were the little ones, especially my very first job that I held for 3 years. And it was in a preschool, and it was a combined class of students with disabilities and typical peers. And I had learned so much about the compassion and the empathy and the wonderful connections that kids can make, no matter if they
Mm,
had a disability or not. At
yeah,
that young
yeah.
age, they're just so open to whatever. And I got familiar with all the children's literature, of course, and just fell in love with the whole field of children's literature.
That's spectacular. I love people who love books. This is great. I am really excited to hear this story. If you can't tell, I'm having a hard time containing my enthusiasm. This is difficult for me because it's ducks. Everybody knows. So I would love it, Holly. When you are ready, please take the microphone, share your screen, and read aloud.
Very good. This one was written for very young kids, birth through age 5 or so, written in rhyme. And there's a lot of counting, and it introduces Dilly and her friends. Here we go. Dilly Duck Plays All Day, written by DiBella-McCarthy, illustrated by Pradya Chatterjee. There's the dedication to Michaela Marie McCarthy. Teaching is your talent and your gift to the future. On the bank of a great big lake in a park called Wonder Wake, Dilly Duck sits all alone, so sad and bored on her own. There's just one thing to do, find her friends, her flock, her crew. One lonely Dilly calls quack and jumps in with a splash. She wakes her sleepy friend who swims over in a flash. Two happy ducks floating in the lake meet up with a friend and play patty cake. Three excited ducks dance the jitterbug. They race to their friend, then all chug-a-lug. Four tired ducks watch a piece of driftwood float. Tilly waves one over and five board the boat. Five hungry ducks dive for tasty fish. They see a friend's tail go swish, swish, swish. Six nervous ducks spot a scary threat, then rush to free their friend tangled in a net. Seven curious ducks gliding by a lily pad find another friend and everyone feels glad. Eight surprised ducks notice clouds big and dark. Another new friend coos, let's head for the park. Nine scared ducks hear thunder crash as it begins to pour. Dilly whistles to number 10 and they all swim to shore. 10 frantic ducks paddle fast to reach the land. 10 thankful friends waddle away, hand in hand. Together is better, the ducks all chime. Let's find a place to rest. It's cuddle time. Surrounded by 9 friends under a tree, Dilly Duck thinks to herself, lucky me. The end.
That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Such a great story. Such a great story. Tell me a little bit about your artist. I absolutely love the art in the book. I What a great job they did. Can you tell me a little bit about the artist and where you found them?
Pradya Chatterjee is from India, and I met up with him through my first publisher, BiblioKid, and that is a hybrid publishing company. So they actually gave me a choice of several. And I loved the vibrant, just alive, colorful, perfect for small kids to keep their
Mm,
interest. And
yeah.
I find that even when this book is read to babies, they're just fascinated because there's so much to look at, so many colors. Yeah.
I love that they all look like real ducks, and yet I love that they don't look like real ducks.
Yes, yes. I wanted to be sure. I told my illustrator I want 10 very different looking ducks
Mm,
just because I wanted to show that diversity side uh,
absolutely.
of
Well,
a
and
story.
it's more fun the more interesting your friends are, right? So the more different we are in friendships, I think the more fun we have.
I agree.
I'm so glad you came on the program today. Thank you so much for reading to us.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you again for having me. This was so much fun.
I look forward to having you come back and read the next book for us. I think that's going to be super fun because,
I would love
ducks.
to. I would love to. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.